There's actually a secret lair to Olympus Has Fallen that people haven't caught on to yet. This is actually an alternate timeline to The Dark Knight. See, if Harvey Dent never died, spoiler alert, in The Dark Knight, he would have gone on in his career to become the President of the United States, and then that shit would have happened. You just can't catch a break.
We have contact from inside the White House.
Identify yourself.
309er.
Jesus, Banning?
Is this the same guy that was removed from the president's detail?
Hey guys, welcome to MaffmanJones Movie Reviews. I'm John Maffio, and excuse my little cough and weary throat. Spring season has come, and I have allergies. This is Olympus Has Fallen. It's directed by the man who brought us Training Day. This one stars Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart, Morgan Freeman, and Dylan McDermott. The plot revolves around a Secret Service agent, Gerard Butler's character, who was discontinued after a tragic event involving the president. Flash forward a year and a half later, and terrorists have taken over the White House, and the president himself has been taken hostage. The only one who can infiltrate the White House and save the president? Well, it's Gerard Butler. I can't say I was looking forward to this movie, but I wasn't deterring from it. It has Gerard Butler in an action role, which is very direly missed. You never truly know. And coming out of this movie, while it isn't high art, it's definitely solid entertainment, and you don't have to see it in theaters, but it is worth a watch. So let's delve deeper into this movie to justify my statement. Getting the bad qualities out of the way, the movie is cliched up the wazoo. It's predictable, and you can see most of the plot twists coming. You've seen this happen before, and you've seen it done better. The musical score for this movie, while bombastic and very patriotic, it's also very manipulative and sometimes annoying. Concerning the CGI, it's not completely bad, but a lot of it takes away from the experience because the quality of the CGI at a lot of points just seems outlandishly outdated. And also the military forces of this movie and people in this movie in general are all like a bunch of deer in headlights, because everybody's just standing around making really dumb decisions, and this can be partially blamed by the screenplay, but characters just have these odd motivations to do things that just don't make sense and only are convenient and contrived for the plot to progress forward. I really shouldn't be doing this, but the way the antagonistic terrorists took over the White House, I actually asked myself this question: is it really that arduous of a task to stop these terrorists? And now let's get into the good stuff. Gerard Butler, who hasn't made the best Hollywood choices in his career, but moving forward, if he wants to have a career, a good one, he should continue being in movies like this. Because he's great in the action role, he's relatable, you can believe in him, you really truly believe his acting, and he carried the movie solidly. And here comes the start of something you've probably heard before for this movie, Die Hard comparisons, but he really is a John McClane type character. The action sequences overall, while some of them do partially contain CGI, which I said before, the CGI was pretty bad in this movie, it's still engaging, and seeing Gerard Butler kick ass is a magnificent thing to behold. He's going around just nonchalantly shooting people in the face, putting knives in their craniums, and just kicking people boot to face. And he does it so nonchalantly because he's so adept. He's so adept with his skills as a Secret Service agent, and you really do believe it. Aside from him, the acting from everybody else is standard, but still serviceably good. And Morgan Freeman gets to yell for once in this movie, and also the villain in this movie, who is also in Die Another Day, the James Bond movie. He reminded me a lot of Gary Oldman's character from Air Force One, where he was very imposing, but he was very over the top. Very over the top with his villainy. The way the narrative plays out is actually pretty enjoyable and fun, and even though, like I said before, it's cliched and predictable at points, it is okay to ignore the faults of the story because you're having such a fun time watching Gerard Butler kick ass in the White House. I'm exemplifying this point as a compliment. It feels like a movie that should have came out in 1980s or 1990s. The screenplay just screams 1990s action movie. But overall, Olympus Has Fallen, which is actually basically like Die Hard in the White House, and for those of you who think that comment would be unwarranted, it is actually warranted because this movie pays so much homage to 1990s action movies, 1980s action movies, and Die Hard, the original itself. It would actually feel distasteful by not mentioning Die Hard in this review. But yes, despite its flaws with cliches and predictability, it's also a lot of fun, it's very entertaining, and it's Gerard Butler's best lead role in quite a few years. And although it's obvious that this movie is being taken way too seriously, I still had a lot of fun with it, and it came off actually cheesy. And if you can accept it for what it is, you'll have a good time. So it is a full-course Applebee's meal, a 3 out of 5 stars. If you want to or have already seen Olympus Has Fallen, let me know anything about this movie in the comments down below. Do you like Gerard Butler better in his romantic comedy roles or in his action roles? I think I know the answer to that one. Also, please subscribe to MaffmanJones, and also like the video and check out Facebook, Twitter, and We Live Film in the info box. I am John Maffio of MaffmanJones Reviews, and unfortunately I heard that Gerard Butler is taking a break from acting after a role like this. I don't think he knows what's good for him. See you next time.
Who said anything about negotiating?